Friday. Good morning. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Clearly very excited that it's the end of the work week for me.
Fridays are always exciting times, especially in the summer. I love Fridays in the summer.
I love Fridays in the summer, and I love sleeping late, which I don't do 5 days a week. So I look forward to it every week.
Me too.
Now, it's going to be really hot again this weekend, right?
Yeah, it is going to be hot. It's the same thing, really. Tomorrow, though, 95.
Ooh.
Yeah. But storm
Cool
chances are going down. So, yeah, good day to be out by the pool.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, maybe not a great day to dance because you'll definitely sweat. Because last night I watched So You Think You Can Dance. The people eliminated were Ryan and Alexander, not a couple. So they were from 2 different pairs. But they were both eliminated. I love them both, so I was sad to see them go. But if you don't watch the show, what's really cool, or even if you just started like Kristen, what's cool is they take people from past seasons that were what they call the all-stars, so the best dancers from seasons past come back now and pair up with the top 10.
Oh, that's really cool.
So it's going to be really cool to see them dancing with people who have already been through the process. So the next few weeks should be really fun. So you definitely want to catch So You Think You Can Dance.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, I want to let you guys know that we've got some interesting talk about driving. Okay, drivers caught texting in one New Mexico city could land in jail for 90 days. 90. That's in addition to a very hefty fine. Bloomfield City councilors passed an ordinance in an effort to reduce texting-related accidents and raise awareness about the dangers of texting while driving.
Yeah, so not good. In fact, you know what? I was driving down the road the other day, and I was right at the intersection of Cole and Broadway, and there was this white truck next to me. I look over, and there's this guy.
Not me, right?
No, it wasn't you. No, it was a guy with a Big Mac in one hand.
Okay.
And he was at a stoplight, and he had his hand on his cell phone in the other hand, just texting away, chomping, eating. Texting, and I'm like, all right, how is this going to work out when the light turns green?
Right,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, he starts going, texting, eating, and I'm like, what the heck? He's driving with his knee.
Oh, well, that makes me feel safe. That's good to know. You know, I mean, I have to say, the commercials that we've been showing lately, they're very, very intense, and they really do remind you, because even at a stoplight, I've had the tendency to look down at my phone, check a message. It's really scary because you just have to be so aware the entire time you're driving. Two Casa Fox, KRQE News 13, and Clear Channel Radio have actually launched a campaign encouraging drivers to wait to text.
Yep. And we have the bands right here to prove it, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So pick up a way to text the band right here at 2 Casa Fox and KRQE News 13, and it's kind of like a little reminder.
It is a reminder, and they're cute.
Yeah.
I like them. There's all different colors and sizes, so they fit for everybody. So it's really it's a really good way to remind yourself.
Yeah,
so
you know, maybe get the silly bands out and pull these out instead.
Exactly.
According to GQ magazine, now listen to this, Santa Fe is tacky. The magazine ranks Santa Fe as a 16th on its glamour don't list.
That's shocking to me. Shocking. Other trendy tourist destinations that made the list include Boulder, Portland, New Orleans, and even Miami, which I've lived there. Sometimes a little tacky, but GQ seemed to be targeting the look of a certain class of tourists, especially Easterners, more than locals and longtime Santa Fe residents. We're both from the East. I don't think Santa Fe's tacky at all.
No, I don't. And they were saying it's the fashion. They're saying bad fashion in Santa Fe, and I love going to Santa Fe to go shopping.
I know,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go figure.
The magazine's going to release its top 5 metropolitan fashion disasters today, so you have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I don't agree with that at all.
Me neither.
I really don't. I don't know. I'm sure Santa Fe will be up in arms about this. Terrible. Now, for all you Gleeks, brace yourselves. That includes me. Leah Michelle, Chris Colfer, and Corey Monteith are graduating from McKinley High, and that means they won't be back for season 4.
Oh, no.
Yes, as we've mentioned, Glee co-creator Ryan Murphy wants more realism when it comes to high school progression and his characters' ages. Well, so that makes sense.
It appears Colfer and Michelle are moving to the big screen, Struck by Lightning for him, and New Year's Eve, and Dorothy from Oz for her.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get to see her back on Broadway with all the free time she has, and maybe a debut on Broadway from Chris Colfer, because he is so talented and certainly deserves to make it to the big stage.
And you're one of the biggest Gleeks I know. Are you
huge,
disappointed?
Huge Gleek. Well, you know what? I think it'll be an interesting twist. You know, I used to watch Fame just the same way, and you know, eventually Nicole came on the show. They all had to graduate, so and she was one of my new favorite characters. So it might happen. You never know. Meanwhile, we'll keep you posted, of course, on all the latest when the fall season begins in September, right here on 2 Casa Fox.
Transformers may lose its top spot at the box office, as a much-anticipated Harry Potter finale is sure to give it a run for its money. Fox's Courtney Friel has a look at this week's new movies.
Give me the sword.
It's the moment fans have been waiting a decade for. The final chapter of the Boy Wizard's story. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 brings the conclusion of this highest-grossing franchise of all time, and for the first time in 3D.
The wonderful thing about doing a franchise over so long is that technology moves on so much that by the time, you know, I mean, it's you can't even compare it to the effects we had in the first film. You know, they're so much better now.
Woo-hoo-hoo! A simple hello would do.
Speaking of familiar faces returning to the big screen, Winnie the Pooh is back after more than 35 years with a new hand-drawn adventure.
Oh, bother.
One that requires him to gather all his pals, from Tigger to Eeyore and, of course, Christopher Robin, too. In limited release comes Snowflower and the Secret Fan, a story based on the best-selling novel about a friendship that spans the generations.
Our destinies are tied forever.
Following two girls in 19th century China who form a special way of communicating. Mirrored by two in present day who find they need to learn that language to keep their bond alive.
Here we go! Here we go!
And of course, there's also Transformers Dark of the Moon as the blockbuster flick continues to fight for worldwide box office domination.
We are not alone after all, are we?
No, sir. We are not alone.
In New York, Courtney Friel, Fox News.
Popular movie. We'll see how it goes this weekend. And if you feel like rocking out this weekend, the hardest hard rock and metal show of the summer is on. The Mayhem Festival is this Saturday at the Pavilion. So while you're there, you can pick up your Wait to Text thumbnail.
And if you prefer easy listening, the Santa Fe Chamber Music Festival kicks off its summer season on Sunday. Concerts are held at the New Mexico Museum of Art, the Lindsay Performing Arts Center, and at Sims Auditorium at Albuquerque Academy. And you can visit the website for the performance schedule there that you see on the screen.
Sounds fun for that. And our neighbor south of the border is coming to Santa Fe's Rancho de las Golondrinas this weekend. Viva Mexico offers fun for the entire family, including vendors from 15 Mexican states, mariachis, tequila tasting. Oh, we did that yesterday on the show. Traditional Mexican food and entertainment. You'll want to log on to golondrinas.org for information.
And if you feel like doing a good deed, Santa Clara Pueblo is asking for volunteers to help with sandbagging today and tomorrow. The Las Conchas fires burned more than 16,000 acres of forest and sacred lands. The Pueblo is preparing now for flood conditions. Volunteers should report to the Santa Clara Senior Center. So
yeah, and it's what is it now? Contained, like 57% contained,
I believe so. It's getting better and better, and there's more moisture. In fact, like now they're opening up some locations in the Jemez Mountains to actually for people to go hiking and stuff now. So it's getting better. Things are getting better, but flooding, the big concern this monsoon season now after the fires in the burn areas.
Okay, so let's get to what's going on right here this weekend.
Here's a look at the forecast.